In this video, I will show you how to set up lighting so you look great on camera. So, why good lighting is important? Lighting has a bigger impact on the video quality than the camera itself. And to prove this, I will turn off my studio lights now and turn on my ceiling lights. And now, as you can see, the whole image changes instantly. And just remember, nothing else changed. My camera settings are exactly the same. The background here is the same and everything in the studio is the same. The only thing that changed is the lighting. And that alone completely changed how the video looks. Good lighting makes you look sharper, clearer and more professional. And it also makes it easier for you to make videos because when you know you look good on camera, it's just easier to feel confident and press record. Now, why I stop relying on natural light? And this is just my situation. I live in Finland, my office is in the basement, and even though I have a lot of windows here, there isn't a good light every day. So for example, now it is winter and there can be weeks where the sun barely shows up at all. So this really depends on your location and your situation. But if you have a lot of natural light or you film outside a lot or your niche is more outdoor focused, then this might not apply to you. But for me, after like building maybe at least 10 different filming setups in different places, natural light was always the hardest thing to manage. Because the light changes constantly during the day and that makes consistency really difficult. And that's why I always recommend having at least one reliable light that you can full control. Even if you film outside a lot, I still think you should have at least that one proper light with a big softbox, so you always have the option to film when you want. So, what to look for when buying lights? First, look for CRE rating of 95 or higher. This gives you better color accuracy. CRE or color rendering index basically tells how accurate colors look under the light compared to the daylight. So the closer it is to 100, the more natural skin tones and colors will look on camera. Second, make sure the brightness is adjustable so you can fine-tune the light for different setups. And it is also good if the light has adjustable color temperature because sometimes you want to match other lights in the room or if you want like a warmer look on your videos. But it's totally fine to use light that is fixed at 5600 kelvins, which is standard daylight for filming. And avoid harsh light sources. Diffused light is key if you want clean, natural look, like this here. That's why you need softboxes or LED panels that already have diffusion built in. I personally like lantern softboxes. They are kind of like small suns and they give very soft, even light. So for example, now my main light has a lantern softbox. And one more important thing is to get lights with enough power. So why you need lights with enough power is that the brighter lights let you shoot at lower ISO. And lower ISO means less digital noise. And this way you avoid grainy footage. So if you are forced to use a high ISO because your lights are too dim, your video will start to look grainy and flat. And this is especially noticeable when you are filming with like old phones and webcams in low light. Many people end up getting ring lights, but should you actually use them? Ring lights have some limitations. So when they are placed directly in front of you, they create a very flat look and can cause reflections in glasses if you are wearing one and don't really shape your face that well. But if you already have one, you can still, of course, use it, but use it, for example, as a hair light, a fill light, or like lighting your background. Or you can use also as a main light, but just get also like a secondary light. And when you are buying light, also remember to get a good softbox, especially if you are getting like more semi-professional light where you can attach these softboxes. Softboxes diffuse the light, which creates a softer, more natural look and reduce harsh shadows on your face. They make lighting more flattering and help the whole setup look more professional and balanced. There are two common types of softboxes. So the first one here is the lantern softbox, like the one I use. Lantern softboxes spread soft, even light in all directions. They act kind of like the small suns in the room, and this is great if you want an easy setup, a natural looking light, and even some built-in fill light, because in smaller rooms a lantern softbox can often be your only light, because it will light up whole room, because as you can see here in this image, the light can also come here on the sides and front and everywhere. And the other option is more these like standard softboxes, and these gives you more control over where the light goes. So you can aim the light mostly at your face and then keep your background darker if you like want more contrast. So if you want brighter even look, lantern softboxes are great. If you want more control or darker background, standard softboxes are usually a better choice. I personally love these lantern softboxes, but both are good. It just depends on your room and the look you want. And here are my recommended main lights, because these are the lights that I have used. So my main light right now is the newer CP100C. It has adjustable brightness, adjustable color temperature, and also RGB mode. And it's 100 watt light. And I also have the Godox SL62D. This one is fixed at 5600 kelvins, but the brightness is adjustable. And it's a 60 watt light, and I think 60 watt is more than enough for most small rooms. And there is also like a B version of that same light where you can adjust also the color temperature. And I bought these lights over a year ago, so I'm not 100% like sure which exact models are available right now. One thing I really liked about this newer light is that the fan noise is very low. So I didn't really notice fan noise with the Godox either until I started running both lights at the same time in the same room. And then it became clear that the Godox fan is a little bit louder. Not like a big issue, but just something to keep in mind. But overall, these are solid mid-range lights, usually around $150 to $250, and really good value for the quality that you get from these lights. So you don't need expensive brand name lights. Cheaper brands like Newer or Godox are totally fine, and they make great lights. And for my fill light, I use the Godox ES45. These are these LED panels that already have diffusion built in, so the setup is very easy. You can even just get two of these and use them as a simple key and fill light setup. They come with this kind of like remote, so here I can now, for example, adjust the brightness this light very easily, just turning this, and as you can see, this goes very bright. This is actually now I have set this up only like 3%, so this is there is a lot of power also on these lights. And because they mount directly to your desk, they are very easy to install. And I do have to say, once I got like this proper main light with a lantern softbox, my video quality improved a lot. I even don't know exactly why, but these lantern softboxes just make you look really good on camera. Your skin looks totally different somehow on these. Basically, it's really kind of that same kind of look that you get like on a good sunny day, for example, on the shadow or something like that. So I really like these on that region also. So my current setup is this newer light with lantern softbox here and as the main light and the Godox ES45 as the fill light like on my left here. And for my hair light, I use simple Ralleno PLV S116 LED light and it's installed there like in the ceiling. And it's around $40, has adjustable brightness and color temperature, and it works really well. It also is great light for traveling because it's small size and it also have all these controls. And for the background, I use small RGB LED lights under the shelves, and also this one table lamp over here. But as you can see, under the shelves, there are like LED light strips, so I can control them just this remote, so I can turn off all the background lights in one click, and I highly recommend this kind of lighting setup that you have this kind of simple remote where you can control all your lights. So you can get these remotes very cheaply. Just plug it in on your power sockets and then connect your lights to that same socket. So very easy to use and very fast then to start recording. And one more thing, if you're getting background lights, the most important thing is that they are dimmable and you can change the color temperature or the color if you want RGB lights. And with RGB lights, you can match your background, basically your brand colors. But I just keep these are also RGB lights. I just keep them like basically pretty yellow color, so they look like this kind of yellow light, and that just for me, on my eyes look good. But your background light should be much dimmer than your main light. Usually a color temperature under 3000 kelvins works well for background lights, or if you're using RGB light, just pick the color you want and just remember to keep it dim. So that's create this separation effect for between you and the background. And here is my current lighting setup, like all together with the cost. And so this cost around $550. So main light, newer CP100C with this Godox lantern softbox cost around $240. Fill light, this Godox ES45, $150. So basically if you get two of these Godox lights, you get basically full lighting setup for $300. Then I have this hair light for $40 and all the background lights, that lamp and all the LED strips cost like $100. So just a quick recap. Good lighting matters more than the camera, so invest in lights before upgrading your camera gear. Start with at least one good main light with a softbox and then build from there. And when you are buying a fill light, consider getting a hair light at the same time. It's usually very cheap add-on, but it adds a lot of separation and depth to the image. And always choose lights with adjustable brightness and color temperature. This really helps if you change locations or if you want to make your image warmer or cooler. And remember, soft diffused lighting is the key. It makes your videos look more professional and more flattering. And after camera, audio and lighting, the next thing that usually makes the biggest difference for your videos is the background. The background affects how professional your videos look and what people think you do even before you say anything. In the next video, I will show how to set up a good looking background, how to use your environment and how to build a simple studio setup that works for educational videos. You can click here to watch that next. And if you want more help creating educational videos faster, I run a school group for entrepreneurs, online coaches and experts who want to grow their business with educational video content. The link is below this video if you want to join. Thanks for watching and hope this helps. Bye bye.